Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It is moonmothgoddess. Thank you guys so much for being here. Your continued love and support here on the channel. Today's pick your card reading, we are doing what is happening in this chapter or phase of your love life. Okay, so there's going to be 3 choices for you guys today. For pile number 1, your crystal is going to be this mix of pyrite and flower agate. For pile number 1, pyrite mixed with flower agate. Okay, and then pile number 2, yours is going to be this black and white, I guess you'll call it, agate. Okay, for pile number 2, and pile number 3, you are going to be this obsidian. For pile number 3. Okay, so those are the choices for today. Pile number 1, again, yours is the one with pyrite and flower agate mixed, and then pile number 2, yours is going to be this black and white agate, and then pile number 3 is obsidian. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi pile 1. So those of you that resonated with this crystal, we haven't looked at the card yet. This one here, this is going to be your reading. Usually I have the cards flipped over, but this deck here has a lot of imagery that I can't show on YouTube, so I did have to cover your image up a little bit. So let's see what yours is. We have number 2, Cupio Dissolvi. Okay, so again, we're asking Spirit today, what is happening in this chapter or phase of your love life? So let's pull some tarot and see what is coming through for you guys. Let's see. Pile number 1. Let's shuffle. Let's get some tarot out here. Okay, so we do have the 9 of Wands. It already looks like there's a lot of healing here. Okay, a lot of healing. The way that she's kind of laying down, and it kind of looks like there's this energy kind of coming out of her heart chakra. So we'll see what that card is about. What is happening in this chapter of your love life? Okay, so we have the Star, 5 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. Okay, so with the energies that are coming through, please feel free to apply it to however it needs to be applied depending on what your situation is right now, because some of you are single and some of you are actually in committed relationships. Okay, so let's see what else. What is happening in this chapter or phase of your love life? I'm certainly feeling healing here. Okay, you've got the Star as well, which is about regeneration, renewal, healing. It's also about restoring trust and faith and belief. Maybe for some of you it's believing in love altogether. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Some of you may already be in a committed relationship with this 2 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. We do have Aquarius energy coming in. What is happening in this phase of your love life? The 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Oops. We've also got the Four of Cups. And we've got the Eight of Cups at the bottom. Okay, now again, like I said, apply this to whatever your situation is. I'm seeing a couple different, three different, I feel like, scenarios here. So we started off with the Nine of Wands, which is a very wounded-like energy. The Nine of Wands talks about us feeling very either hurt or tired, fatigued, burnt out, or just feeling drained, exhausted from something that we've been dealing with. Now, this could be a relationship for some of you. If you've been dealing with, with someone, then it could be that you are feeling very weary from dealing with that situation. Some of you, this might even be your past. Okay, it could be your past that has kind of put you in this place where you feel like, I've gone through so much in my love life. So I feel like this whole phase in your love life right now, it does revolve around healing. Okay, regardless of what your situation is right now, single, not single, it's all about healing is what the major arcana is here. So those of you that are single and open for love, I feel like what's happening here is that you are in a phase right now where you are meant to heal, okay? Because, and also meant to heal and meant to, I almost feel like build yourself back up again, okay? Because I'm noticing we have the Five of Pentacles here, and the Five of Pentacles is about when we feel insecurities, we feel some type of void, we feel some type of emptiness. And when we're trying to work towards manifesting love, right, we don't want to feel this energy of lack. We want to feel this Nine of Pentacles energy, which is a sense of stability, security, independence within ourselves. Because those of you where you are single and have been feeling very unhappy with the way that your love life has gone, the reason this healing is taking place right now for you in this phase is because you're being prepared energetically for meeting, for some of you, a life partner, okay? We have the Two of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. That could be helping you to align and balance your energies with a soulmate or your forever person, the Ten of Pentacles here, okay? Now, some of you, okay, that are all, let's just say you're already in a relationship, okay? And that could be married. It could be that you feel, what this kind of feels like with the Four of Cups energy here and the Eight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Some of you could, yes, be being healing here, okay? Still healing. But I feel like your purposes are a little different. And this is specifically for those of you that are in a relationship that you no longer feel a sense of emotional fulfillment from, okay? Because we do have the Four of Cups here. The Four of Cups can talk about boredom, indifference, feeling that our emotional needs are not being met. We're feeling discontent. We're feeling unhappy. The Eight of Cups is about having the courage and the strength to be able to walk away, to let go. And that would be you moving towards this Nine of Pentacles energy where you are single, okay? You are single. And then that is helping you to align with someone new, okay? So this phase of your love life, all about healing, all about helping you to get to the right person, the right connection. And for those of you that are needing to detach from someone, let go of someone, some of you might even be dealing with a situation where you're single, but you're involved with an ongoing situation. And that could be a situation that you are not completely happy with. Okay, because we do, the Four of Cups here is also about rejection. So if you are in a situation right now, and this is specifically for only those of you that your needs are not being met with that connection. The person is either rejecting you, the person has abandoned you, the person has ghosted you, the person has detached from you. You might be healing from that. Okay, so this phase might be for you to heal and to also emotionally detach from that person, that situation. And again, you're bringing yourself into this strong, solid stable, secure energy within yourself to, again, align with your person, the person you're meant to be with. Because with the Star being here and the Two of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, many of you, this could be meeting a new love interest coming in. It could be your soulmate. It could also be a future spouse. Okay? So this is beautiful energy. The Star could very well be, for some of you, restoring faith, restoring hope, knowing that all hope is not lost for finding your person. Okay? But again, we've got healing happening here. So I want to look at what this Cupido Dissolvi is. And that is from, what is this? The White Light Oracle. Let's see what number 2 is about. Okay. Number 2. Okay, wow. Okay. It says, it is time to let go. And for those of you where you're not necessarily having a person that you're letting go of, the letting go for you, if you're single, could be of the past. Okay? Feelings, emotions, energy that you're still carrying from your past. That's what you're letting go of. Okay? So it says, it's time to let go. Things are working out in their way. Trust what your heart is wise and is leading you on a soul healing journey and the right spiritual path. Spirit wants to bring you a blessing and a resolution, but you must let go and allow it to happen. Events are unfolding according to a higher plan. Even if your plans are going awry, know that all will come together at the right time and in the best way possible. Surrender your struggle and hold on to your faith. It says you do not need to be in control in order to be safe and have things work out in the best possible way. In an often spiritually deficient modern culture, we have developed a kind of mystical amnesia. We have forgotten the genuine, effective, and astonishing power of spiritual intervention that can be evoked by an open heart. This oracle brings you a message from Spirit. There is a problem in your life that seems very real and substantial, yet if you approach it from a more mystical perspective, desiring spiritual connection and healing, that issue can dissolve it. It can be absorbed into spiritual light and be healed. It can transform in such a way that your current viewpoint of suffering will cease to exist. There is a path for healing you have yet to recognize. As you let go of what you think you should or must be, you will recognize a perhaps unexpected path to your true healing and inner fulfillment before you. So it says the Latin phrase Cupido Dissolvi refers to a desire to dissolve, to be absorbed into the luminosity of the soul, where there is beauty, relief, and peace. To enter such a state requires a loosening of our attachments and fixations upon our problems in the physical world. This does not mean we deny our troubles. In letting go, we give Spirit permission to heal the state of heart and mind that has led us these difficulties. It can be surprising just how much we hold on to things we wish to be freed from. It might help you to let go if you reflect on what would be different for you if the problem is no longer in your life. Sometimes we might hold on to pain to gain acknowledgement from a certain person who may just lack the emotional capacity and spiritual development to grant us a heartfelt apology. Sometimes we punish ourselves by holding on to pain, holding impossible and unhelpful standards of inhuman perfection, when we could forgive ourselves and move on. Spiritually, we have the power to forgive and free ourselves and others. There is so much to be gained in doing so. It is a way to heal the heart from emotional poison, awaken inner peace and freedom, and move forward with our lives. As we forgive and enter the temple of the heart, we can see beautiful visions of what is now possible. Feelings of euphoria may awaken. We realize that we've set ourselves free from the past. A constraint that once weighed heavily upon our hearts has been cast off by our spiritual will. Knowing we have such a beautiful power within can bring gratitude and wonder into our hearts. In the spiritual landscape of the heart, we let go of what we think and engage with what we feel. The true mystical experience of divine love is not just emotional, it is transfiguring. It helps us transform ourselves and our lives. This oracle guides you to immerse yourself in the spiritual light within your heart. A beautiful and uplifting outcome is being offered to you. Trust in spirit, let go and receive. Okay? So like I said, some of you could be letting go of your past, right? For healing, to help to lead you towards your person, okay? Some of you could be in a relationship that you're not happy in, not fulfilled by, bored, dissatisfied, feeling, you know, like the person is not into you, or even feeling like you're not into them anymore. Some of you might feel like you're going through those changes, or you might feel like I'm not getting what I need here. And if that is the case, this is you again, like I said, having the strength to walk away from a relationship. Some of you may have even been in that marriage or a relationship for a long time. Okay. So yeah, lots of healing, lots of renewal is kind of what we're seeing here with this chapter of your love life. And for some of you, you know, it is in fact leading you to meeting a person who is more in alignment with you. Look at how in this Two of Cups card that we have two little rabbits that are kind of staring at each other in their little teacups, okay? So maybe for some of you it really is meeting a soulmate here, meeting your life partner. So let's see what else. Pile number 1, what is happening in this chapter of your love life? Yeah, we've got the Gambler here, and it says loss and risk. Okay. Loss and risk. We also have the Walker, the unknown, a journey. Yeah, so we've got loss here, okay? So we're letting something go. And then we also have the Walker here with the unknown and a journey, which is basically implying that you are kind of setting yourself free and kind of journeying into the unknown, but it's certainly leading you towards more emotional fulfillment. That's what the Eight of Cups is all about. Letting go of something that is no longer bringing us fulfillment to seek out what will and what does, okay? Let's get one more for pile 1, Spirit. Okay, 2 more for you guys. We have the Alchemist, balance, invention, and destruction. Kind of reminds me of the Temperance card, which is about balancing, alchemizing energy. Breaking down the old. Okay. This could be, again, through your process of releasing things emotionally. And then we have the Musician here with inspiration and gratitude. Okay. So maybe some of you are going to be feeling inspired towards your healing, feeling inspired to let go of things that are no longer serving you. Even the ability to let go with holding gratitude towards the people that we could be letting go of too, right? Being grateful for the experience that we've had with that person, but also kind of coming to an understanding within your own heart that it's time to move on. It's time to move forward. It's time to release. You know, and being grateful for that time that we've spent, the lessons that we've learned, the love that we've shared with the person, even if it could be a situation where you feel like I've outgrown, right? I've outgrown this relationship with this person. Okay? All right. So that is all that I have for you, pile number 1. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. So those of you that resonated with this agate here, this is going to be a reading today. So we are finding out what is happening in this chapter or phase of your love life. So all of you are going to be in some very different love situations, single, dealing with someone, in a relationship, married. So just kind of apply the messages that come through to whatever your situation is. So your card is number 40, Sovereign Queen Maeve. Okay, so let's pull your tarot and see what is coming through for you, pile 2. What is happening in this chapter phase of your love life? What is happening in this chapter of pile 2's love life? What is happening in this chapter of pile 2's love life, Spirit? Okay. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. We also have the Four of Wands in reverse. What is happening? We have the World. Okay, so we do have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. We also have Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. What is happening in pile two's love life, this chapter of their love life? We have the Three of Wands. We have Strength in reverse. So we've got Leo energy here. We have the Six of Cups. Okay, we have the King of Cups. And then we also have the High Priestess. All right, so we've got, again, we've got Cancer and Pisces energy here as well. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Three of Swords. Okay. And the Moon is right underneath that with the Lovers. Okay, so, and then the Knight of Cups is right underneath that. Okay, so this pile actually feels like it's for those of you that are still healing from a breakup. Okay. It's kind of like you're in that in-between stage or transition of like, there's been a breakup, you're still healing, and you might even be at a place in your life where you feel like, I'm ready to settle down, and I'm worried that the right person is not going to come along. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting from this pile here. So if you're single, you know, you could still be, you know, still working through some stuff from the past, or you could have, some of you could be divorced, okay, or just haven't had a breakup that you're still kind of healing from, because we do have the World here and the Four of Wands in reverse. So this could very well be a breakup, okay? The old chapter or the ending of a phase or a chapter here, which is, you know, it might be sad, a sad thing to let go of an ex relationship, ex partnership. However, you've got the Knight of Cups and the Lovers here, okay? So for some of you, this is going to be new love. This is going to be a new person coming in, and I feel certainly commitment here for you, okay? However, like I said, I kind of get this feeling of like, I haven't settled down yet, and if that's you, like I haven't found my person yet, I'm still single, I really want to, I want a secure, stable relationship. We have the Three of Wands here. The Three of Wands is about anticipation, waiting for something. And so this is you thinking about your future, and for some of you, it could be like, where is my person? Where are they? Now, some of you might have still this nostalgia and memories that you're still kind of sitting with a past person, okay? You still might have strong feelings for someone that you ended a relationship with. But I feel like with the High Priestess energy here, your intuition might already be telling you something's coming. Something's on the horizon. So you might already be feeling it, especially if you are super intuitive. You might have dreams or visions of like meeting like your person, the person you're meant to be with. But again, we've got some fears here. Some of you may have had some very difficult relationships in the past that caused a lot of heartache and pain. So it is, you know, like it's I mean, some of you might even be in the place where you're like, okay, I'm done with that relationship. I'm still healing from it, but I'm feeling a little bit of fear and uncertainty surrounding what's to come. Okay. And I do feel like you do have something beautiful coming in for you in this phase or chapter of your love life. We do have the Lovers, which is a divinely guided union. Okay. And then the Knight of Cups energy here is certainly new love coming in. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm getting here for you. But, I feel like with the Three of Wands energy here, like I said, this is about us waiting and not knowing when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, right? There's a lot of unknowns here with the Moon. I feel like the important thing for you with this is not to question and not to, and I know it can be hard to do so because for some of you it might even be surrounding timing, because some of you are kind of like wanting to have families and feeling like that your fertility clock is ticking, you know? So it might even be about that too, like waiting, like when is it going to happen? When am I going to be able to settle down? And I feel like the important thing with this is knowing and trusting in divine timing, okay? Because the Lovers is divinely guided union. So the Moon, we could have a lot of fears, insecurities, a lot of uncertainty because we don't know what the path ahead looks like, right? And I feel like what's important for you is to, if you are someone who has a tendency to romanticize over the past, is really focus on grounding your energy in the present moment and connecting in with your own inner knowing, your own intuition here. I do feel like you will have a beautiful connection come in, but a lot of this is about you closing out that old chapter, letting it go, releasing, and being open to receive this new love coming in for you. Okay, some of you might be meeting and connecting with a person to have a very serious relationship with. Some of you might also be needing to work on building up your confidence and your self-esteem again. Okay, healing. So let's look at what your sovereign queen, Maeve. Let's see, that is number 40. Okay, let's see. So it says, value what is sacred to you by protecting it from interference, even that which may be well-intentioned. Be compassionate, but set firm boundaries. You are going to triumph over a negative situation. It will take courage, but you have more than enough inner strength, resourcefulness, and boldness to accomplish what you wish to attain. Do not give up. You have the ability to connect with higher worlds, so open your heart and mind to the light. It says, as the portal between everyday reality and the rapture of unchecked aliveness stands Sovereign Queen Maeve. She is an initiatrix, taking us beyond the constraints of polite moralism and into the bliss, sacred passion, grit, and astuteness needed to cultivate and protect the light. Goddess, warrior, queen of the Fae, and fearless guardian and protector of territory, Maeve is wild and determined. She stimulates confidence, encouraging one not to shy away, but rather to assertively engage with life and claim your true place in the world. She encourages us to refuse to allow our sacred territory to be intruded upon by unworthy rulers. So that's basically for some of you about maybe not settling for less than you deserve. Okay? Those would be those unworthy rulers. Not less than you deserve. So it says, whether they be critical voices in our own mind or ego-driven interlopers, Maeve is the instinct to engage when challenged, to call on recruits, and use all the inner wisdom and talent at your disposal so you can assert the light and refuse to be put down or denied your rightful place. Protecting territory from a spiritual perspective is unlike the grasping and self-serving of the ego that wishes to obtain whatever it can for its own benefit. You know, so I feel for some of you, this is also a need for you to learn how to set boundaries with people, especially with people that are not in alignment with you. Okay. It says the world needs souls who are willing to be able to hold sacred space and refuse to allow it to become contaminated by greed, jealousy, hate, or confusion. This is an act of courage and selflessness. Such an act of courage serves all beings, To be a son or daughter of Maeve requires some spiritual chops. It takes feisty refusal to be dominated or controlled. It also takes the wisdom to recognize that one can lovingly accept all that is without judgment, whilst discerning when and how to set a firm boundary, lest sacred space be trampled upon and defiled by ignorance. Rapture is a pathway out of control and into the sacred and consciously chosen abandonment into something greater than self. When the ocean into which we plunge ourselves is that of the spirit, then our ecstasy becomes revitalizing, a frequency-raising, soul-empowering experience which manifests pathways to victory, where in a lower state of awareness there appear to be no hope. If we honor our need for communion with the sacred realms, we will give ourselves the time and space we need to integrate relevant practice into our lives. So it's basically about you, this phase of your love life. You're kind of like you're leveling up, in a sense. You're leveling up from the types of connections with people, not taking less than you deserve, standing up for yourself, finding your confidence, reclaiming your power. Yeah, I like this energy, pile 2. I like it. I love it. Okay. What else? Committing to spiritual practice requires the self-possession to know what matters to you, irrespective of whether another or society in general can recognize the wisdom in your values. Sovereignty is self-possession. It is the belonging to oneself that happens internally as we claim our being and commit to our unique life journey. True spiritual sovereignty exists outside of social mores. It's not about becoming subversive or disrespectful to others, but rather about seeking out freedom of being. This leads you to naturally becoming an active presence which dismantles enslaving social mores and stimulates society to mature spiritually. This oracle asks you to come home to yourself again and again. Know you are strong enough to live your life and chart your course in communion with the sacred. In Sanskrit, I can't even pronounce that word. Swaraj, it's spelled Svaraj, is self-rule, and the meaning of Raj is also radiance. It can also mean self-luminous. Do not allow your destiny to rest in the hands of others. Recognize that the light within is your true ruler. You have the power to light yourself up with spirit. Commit to what you can do and believe the realms of the divine are working with you. Do not be dissuaded. You shall be victorious. Okay? So I feel like as spirit is helping you, right, to align here, this is you knowing that what spirit has planned for you in this chapter of your love life with meeting, right, your person here is something that you have to know that you are worthy of. Okay? And almost when I look at her face, she looks like super fierce. Super fierce. So again, like I said, some of you this might be building up your confidence, your self-esteem, bringing your own emotions into balance, trying to work towards letting go of the fears, healing, certainly with the 3 of Swords. But it's also trusting, knowing where there is an ending, there is a new beginning, okay? A new chapter of your love life. Some of you might be coming to the end, right, of one chapter, and it would say like this next new chapter of your love life is where you're meeting and connecting. Some of you could be right in the process of closing this out here, okay? Because the world isn't ending, allowing for a new beginning. So let's see. Pile 2, what is happening? We've got the diviner here, divine timing and evaluation. And here, if you look at this card here, it looks almost, it kind of reminds me of like any of the aces in the tarot, because it looks like there's a little seed here and then there's something sprouting out of it. So this is a new beginning. And then we've got the guide here. It says inheritance and correction. So some of you, this is what's happening here is you're being redirected on your love life, on your path to align with the person that you're meant to, right? We have the guide here kind of like ringing that bell. So in a way, I feel like it's like spirit trying to guide you towards your destiny here, okay? Or correcting course, which means that there could be certain situations that have come to an end, are coming to an end, or that you are finding, okay, no matter what I try to do with this person, it's not working. Why is it not working? Why is this not working out? I really want to be with this person. It's because you're not supposed to be. Okay? You're not supposed to be. This is spirit kind of redirecting you towards where you're meant to be. And for some of you, it means away from maybe a past person. Pile number 2. What is happening? We have the error, unseen potential, and hesitation. I almost feel like looking at this card, it's like Spirit saying, put your crown on. Put your crown on, pile 2. Pick it up and put it on. Claim what is meant for you. Step up and claim it. Okay? And that being what is this Lovers and the Knight of Cups. Truly yours. Meant for you. Okay? See the potential of what is possible. The Lovers. Unconditional love, divine union. Right? Sometimes we might be trying to force a situation with someone time and time and time again, or holding on to the past because we feel like there's nothing better, or we'll never find someone again, or, you know, things like that. But yeah, to me, this is like where Spirit's saying, put your crown on. Okay, pile 2, pick it up, put it on, and claim what's yours. This is about you getting into alignment with it, okay? We have the Hound here, loyalty, chains, and promises. Yeah, so for some of you, it could be, and I feel like this may be where the course correction is for some of you. You know, some of you, it could be that you're attached. There's attachment to a person, maybe empty promises. I'm noticing how this Hound here, it looks like the sword is all cracked up and broken as this Hound's mouth is open. So some of you, it could be that you're being misled by a person, lied to, empty promises, strung along. For some of you, this might be in this chapter of your love life, breaking free from attachments with people that are holding you back energetically, or that you have an ongoing situation with that is just not meant for you. We've got the World here, so that is bringing that to an end. Okay? And then I'm also seeing the Botanist here with parenthood and legacy. So for many of you, this chapter of your love life, right, once we're letting go of what is not serving, many of you, this could be finding your person and settling down, especially if you're wanting to have children. Parenthood and legacy is what this is all about. You getting connected with the right person, right? It's your time. It's about you stepping up and claiming it, putting that crown on, setting boundaries. If you've got a person who's bringing in this type of energy here to you and you're over it, done with it, you know you should be, let it go. Okay? For some of you, this might be cutting someone off. Okay? All right. So that is all that I have for you. Pile number 2. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 3. So those of you that resonated with the Obsidian, this is going to be your reading today. So we are finding out what is happening in this chapter or phase of your love life. So let's look at your card, and I did have to cover up your image a little bit. Very tastefully. So we have card number 11, Sacred Scar. Okay, let's see. Number 11. So what is happening in this chapter, phase of your love life? For pile 3 spirit, what is happening in this chapter and phase of their love life? What is happening in this chapter, phase of their love life for pile 3? We have the 3 of Wands in reverse. What is happening in this chapter of pile number 3's love life? We have the Ace of Cups. Star in reverse. Aquarius. Some of you, I feel like there's this feeling of love not going to happen for you, or that you're not going to find it. Like losing faith here. Three of Pentacles. The Tower. Losing hope. Okay. Whoa. We've got the Six of Wands and the Lovers. I think the Lovers has come out in every pile today. Okay. Gemini, Aries, and Scorpio. What is happening in this chapter or phase of pile 3's love life? The Nine of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups is at the bottom. Okay. So yeah, there's definitely a little bit of a challenging energy here. Eight of Cups at the bottom. Eight of Swords is right underneath that. And the Hanged Man. And the Hermit. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so just like I told pile 1 and 2, apply the message however it needs to be applied given what your situation is, because all of you are in different situations. Some of you single, some of you married, some of you dealing with a person right now, and some of you there's no one, okay? So how do I want to start with this? Yeah, the first message that I was getting here is that some of you are losing faith that finding your person, the person that you're meant to be with, or even relationship commitment in general, is going to happen for you. We have the Star in reverse, which is it's kind of like when we're more pessimistic, we're more negative thinking, loss of faith, loss of faith, loss of hope, loss of trust. We have no belief. Some of you may have lost your belief in love altogether. The Nine of Cups energy in reverse is about feeling a lack of satisfaction, not feeling very fulfilled, not feeling content. There may be some instability surrounding future energies for you. Now, some of you might have an ongoing situation of somebody that you are dealing with. And this could be a person that you've had a breakup with, okay? And you might be even losing hope. Because for some of you, this might be about reconciling, trying to reconcile with someone. So you could be kind of like in that phase right now, but maybe with the timing, because I'm noticing here this lightning that's striking the tower has like destroyed the clock. So maybe for some of you, you're kind of losing hope that this past person or the person that you're dealing with right now, even if you've never had a committed relationship with them before, you could be kind of feeling like losing hope that it's even going to work between you and this person, or that there will ever be reconciliation for the two of you. So some of you could even be contemplating here, should I just let this go? Should I let this person go? Should I move on? Because I don't feel like, it doesn't look like there's going to be a reunion here. And some of you might even be in a place of like, okay, well, if this isn't going to work, should I just be basically opening myself up to somebody new? But even with that type of energy, because there's still feelings associated with this person here, it's kind of like, how do I want to say? Kind of like you're like, kind of like you'd be forcing yourself to just move on in a way where you're feeling like, well, how do I it's kind of like, I don't want to move on from this. This is what I want. I want to reconcile with this person. I want this connection to work. But I'm losing hope, and I don't know if I'm going to even be with this person anymore. So is it better just to release it and walk away? But even with that, it's kind of like you might feel like I can't move on from this person because I want it to be them. I keep thinking about them. For some of you, it could be a lot of obsessing, obsessive thoughts about a person. And it's like, okay, yeah, I'll move on, I guess. But then even with that, it's kind of like having that feeling of like, it's not what I really want. I don't want someone new. I want this person kind of thing. So some of you could be in that situation there. Now, others of you where you're actually in a committed relationship. Now, this could be in a serious relationship or even in a marriage. Some of you might be kind of like reevaluating your marriage or your serious relationship right now and asking yourself, is there even hope for the two of us making it in the future? Or should I just move on from this connection? Because some of you might even feel like, I don't know if I can see myself being with this person for the future or in the future. Perhaps for some of you, you might feel like this person is not giving you the attention that you want or the love that you desire, or doesn't know how to love you the way that you want to be loved. You could be trying to work things out with the person, but not feeling happy with what's being done or how it's being handled. Okay? So underneath, we've got the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Hangman, which is basically, and there's the devil energy here, basically like a place of indecision here, stagnancy that you're dealing with potentially in your love life. The Tower is also something that kind of gives us a little bit of a shakeup. The Tower could be upheaval. It could be epiphanies and realizations that you're having in this phase of your love life. It could also be sudden endings, because this is really about change and release. So some of you might be feeling guided to make a certain choice, to release something or someone, to let go. The Hermit energy is about solitude. Okay. Solitude. Now, for those of you where you are single and there's no one, right, that you're dealing with right now, then I would say that for you, this may be healing that's happening for you in this phase of your love life to restore faith within you. And the release here with the Tower would more or less be for your own fears, your own insecurities, your own doubting love in general. For some of you, it may be some emotional release that's needed or some self-love that you're working on. Some of you might be putting your love life on hold right now, and that's okay. Okay? If you're healing and you're still trying to detach from a past person or a past situation, that could be the case here as well. Okay? You could be holding yourself back and saying, you know what? I just need some time right now. I'm going to be single and I'm just going to spend time with self, with healing. So I want to also look at what your sacred scar is about. Number 11. It looks like there's a huge light that's kind of coming out of her heart chakra there. Perhaps for some of you with this pile here are divine counterparts, and there could be a separation that you're dealing with and kind of, I would say feeling torn, okay, about letting the twin go, the divine counterpart, and opening yourself up to new love. Some of you might even be in that situation here as well, where you're like, am I going to be reuniting with a divine counterpart, or is it better for me to just kind of move on here? Okay, let's see. Number 11 with the sacred scar. Okay, so I'm going to have to hold this one back here because of the Well, maybe if I put a little sticky on it, then I can... I don't think this has any sticky left on it, but let's just see. Okay. So it says, your inner and outer scars are marks of your soul's courage. They are signs of strength and survival, of your willingness to be alive. The sacred scar speaks of that which has once caused pain, being transformed into higher knowledge and inner power. Trauma shall be transformed through spiritual initiation, leading you from woundedness to wisdom. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You can trust your healing process and in the hidden higher purpose behind things happening as they do. You are strong and you shall flourish on all levels. So it makes me feel that some of you are healing from something that had been very significant to your path. Okay. It says some experiences are hard to weather. Even when our intention is to trust, going through a challenging time is likely to give us rise to suffering. Consider the mother eagle raising her precious eaglets in the sanctuary of a meticulously padded and fiercely defended nest. They know safety and comfort until one day the mother who provided unceasing nurturance abruptly pushes them out of the nest and into the air. She knows this is how they will learn that they can fly. For the eagles, there is not yet any such knowledge. Disoriented and disturbed, but eventually innate instincts overtakes confusion, and those brave little eaglets begin to flap their fledgling wings during the plummet from their nest. They have learned the purpose of the tough lesson and grown. The trauma of disruption became their initiation into power. You don't have to enjoy the process of growth, but you can always trust it has your best interest at heart. However, do not confuse negative, especially traumatic experiences as something Spirit has inflicted upon you. Spirit would love your growth to happen in the most joyful and peaceful ways possible. As your relationship to Spirit heals and strengthens, this can be the way you grow, more often than not. However, Spirit also knows that sometimes we are to move through intense experiences before we can gain access to the light. Those experiences can teach us things that only those who have truly suffered, it's going to make me cry, oof. I feel like that heavy right there with that sentence. Those experiences can teach us things only those who have truly suffered. Oof. Pile 3. And brought their suffering to consciousness and healing can know. The lessons learned include compassion, wisdom, strength, and fearlessness, faith in Spirit and in humanity, and the recognition of the challenges of awakening, whilst having trust in the ultimate power of the light. Such a soul becomes one truly badass and divine human being, a powerful healer and a light bearer in this world. The Oracle of the Sacred Scar lets you know that your greatest struggles are the pathway to your potential. You are not being punished. Those circumstances have not been imposed upon you by Spirit. But Spirit will work with you to free you of the negativities and bring you into the light, stimulating the sacred alchemical wisdom within your heart that knows how to distill goodness, grace, and healing from even the most terrible experiences. If you are deep in suffering now, know that Spirit is with you, loving you, and bringing you this oracle. You shall heal. Do not give up. Proceed until you are exactly where you most want to be. You have the inner spirit to ensure even a negative experience will only cause positive growth in you and your life. Wow. It says, I am a divine soul on a sacred journey. The wounds that are healing are where the light is most active within me. When pain gets my attention, it is the divine wisdom within asking me to notice and learn something helpful and compassionate. My scars are signs of wisdom gained. The light can and will assist me in transforming even the most difficult struggles into holy paths of grace. Healing shall manifest completely, generously, and lovingly. According to divine timing, for the spiritual benefit of all beings, I am grateful, strong, and blessed. Wow. Yeah, so this is certainly a lot of healing for some of you. Okay? And even, those of you that are not on the twin flame journey, but especially for those of you, that are, and this journey is all about that. All about that. And those of you that have gone through those really, really painful things. But yes, it's a lot of that is you. Like I said, it's kind of like that light is really just like almost like the scar is like opening up in order to let the light in order to heal, in order to restore faith within you, love within you. Okay? So this process of your love life might be one that is challenging, painful, but I certainly feel with the hangman energy here. And even if you feel like, okay, my love life isn't really doing anything right now, trust that things are happening on a soul level for you. Okay? Honor this process just as much any other process that you're in during your journey. Honor this time. Okay? And take some time to open yourself up to other perspectives. And for some of you, I feel and I see you kind of like as this transmuting, your pain into your power and coming out the other side stronger, more balanced. Okay? The Six of Wands is here, which is about victory. It's about overcoming obstacles. So I certainly feel that you will get there. Okay? That was a really beautiful message. Sacred Scar. Wow. Okay. Pile 3. What is happening in this chapter of your love life right now? We have the Pilgrim, opportunities and growth. And this kind of reminds me of the Hermit energy, and you have the Hermit here. Okay. Maybe a lot of going within, a lot of self-reflection, a lot of you moving through your own darkness, right? Finding that light within again, or shining light on those dark parts of yourself that need light. And then we also have the Acolyte here with new projects and learning. And the Queen, determination and sacrifice. Beautiful. The sacrifice is also something that happens here in the Hangman energy as well, which is about letting go. Determined to... I feel like there's a lot of emotional intelligence that's coming in through this. A lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom. Okay. Yeah. Underneath the deck we have the Fate here. And it says accepting help and guidance. Some of you might be kind of in a phase with this chapter of your love life too, with cutting ties with certain people. Cutting cords. Attachments. Let's get one more. That's a lot. Let's just take this one here. We get the Spy Master. Knowledge and distrust. Yeah. I'm certainly feeling that many of you that chose this pile are also coming to a place where you're learning to be more discerning as well with love moving forward, right? There's a lot of powerful lessons that you're learning, but we certainly can change it from being pessimistic and negative thinking to no faith, no trust, no believing in love anymore, into I'm more discerning now, right? I'm more discerning with who I choose to share my heart, my feelings with, who I choose to give my energy to, versus holding on to the feelings of unhappiness and discontent and pain, right? It's you choosing to heal those wounds, okay? Whether they're from a current situation, your past, your childhood, okay? I certainly feel like it's you reviewing a lot of your own thoughts, your feelings, your own trust issues that you might have within yourself, learning to trust yourself better, learning how to be a master of yourself. Okay? Certainly what I'm feeling here. Okay? I feel like I want an extra message for you guys. I'm going to pull an oracle here. What else do you have to say, Spirit, for pile number 3 with what is happening in this chapter of their love life? What else do they need to know? We have surrender to the sweetness. It says Venus energy, pleasure, joy, and make love to life. And then we also have share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, and expression. Okay, maybe for some of you this is a story to tell, a story to share. I feel for some of you this may also be a part of your love life where you are, really learning to love yourself, learning to accept yourself, learning how to allow yourself to experience joy, happiness, fulfillment, to not be afraid of speaking your truth, standing up for yourself, okay, is what I'm getting here for you. All right, so that is all that I have for you, pile number 3. I do hope this is helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.